said this is where the event is supposed to be, but there's nothing here. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, this is where our journey officially began. That sure brings back memories. Kinda nostalgic, really. Even after all this time, this place hasn't changed one bit. Look who's getting all sentimental and poetic. Well, we still need to find Jean and the others. Let's have a look around. Yeah. Paimon remembers there used to be hydro slime hiding here, but it's gotta be gone now, right? Whoa! A fungus? Are those supposed to be in Mondstadt? Not that these are a real threat to us at this point, but still!
They said this isn't hard enough. Should I grab a Geofisham for the next round then?
Is this really the time to get competitive?
Did you hear that, Paimon?
Hear what?
Must have been my imagination then.
Huh? Why did someone hang Jumpy Dumpty mine? What? But they don't look alike. You can't even eat them. Not a lot of people come here, but a bomb's still a bomb. If someone gets hurt by yeah. But let's take a picture with the camera before we take them down. First the fungus, and now this? If it turns out not to be event-related, it'll be good to have a record of what we found. You couldn't just compliment Paimon's smarts like a regular person? Whatever. Paimon will take it. Better than being called emergency food. Anyway, it never hurts to be careful. We've seen through lots of tricks, but we've also gotten the short end of the stick. Paimon likes the optimism. Come on, let's get that picture taken. Then... Fireworks! Guess there was no danger after all. Were those meant to welcome us or something? Anyway, we should be good here. Let's keep going. Huh. What was it Paimon said back then? Ah, right! Oh, wow! That's a statue of the Seven! Among the seven gods, this god controls the wind. You remember too!
Hoài niệm phết nhỉ.
It's weird though. It seems like there's something different about it. Let's take a closer look.
As we all know.
Right! Poetry and language flow like the wind! Look! There really is something wrong with this statue of the Seven!
Nhớ những ngày đầu vãi. Việc bơi cũng phải tính toán khoảng cách ạ. Cái gì đây? Ly thần tượng à? Nguyên tố bom à?
Okay, I'm unsure of it now. This can't be for an event. No one in their right mind would replace that huge statue of the Seven with a statue of Klee.
Thật cái Ly.
Yeah, and well made too. But that's not the point. You're not weirded out by this? Oh, you're right. This must be Alan. She could put 100 Klee statues all around Mondstadt and Paimon still wouldn't be surprised. That explains the other weird stuff we saw up till now, too. She must have asked Jean to write that letter so we'd lower our goal. No, wait. Maybe that was Alice just pretending to... Yeah, Paimon's not upset. The surprises were nice, and this statue is pretty cool. Plus, we got to take a little trip down memory lane.
Con chán.
Meeks, what do we do now, though? There's nobody around. If this is some sort of elaborate prank, guess we're in it until the people behind it jump out and say, "Gotcha!" Huh? What does that mean? Oh, yeah. And there could be even more. Guess all there's left to do is touch that... Maybe it'll give you the power of pyro or something.
The world opens itself before those with noble hearts.
Rồi, khả năng ném bom. Hả? The hell? Ê. Ủa? Là sao? Ơ. Vai nồi. Chịu ơi. Ở kìa. Chịu rồi.
Okay, I'm unsure of it now. This can't be for an event. No one in their right mind would replace that huge statue of the Seven with a statue of Klee. Yeah, and well made, but that's not the point. You're not weirded out by this? Oh, you're right. She could put 100 Klee statues all around Mondstadt and Paimon. That explains the other weird stuff we saw up till now. She must have asked Jean to write... No, wait! Maybe. Yeah, the surprises were nice, and this statue is pretty cool. Plus, we got to take a little trip down What do we do now, though? There's nobody around. If this is some sort of elaborate prank... Huh? What does that mean? Oh, yeah. Guess all there's left... Maybe it'll give you the power of pyro or something.
The world opens itself before...
part. Let's keep going and see what else we find.
Vẫn hoài niệm ạ. Hoài niệm những ngày đầu chơi mãi. Rồi. Còn đến đoạn này là hình như là chuẩn bị gặp quả Ember này. Ui. Đến đây mình còn trầm trồ quả lâu đài chứ. Gương mặt này chứ. Ai. Hiệp.
Go now.
Hả?
Yes, now, or it'll be too late.
It's the ball!
There's something huge in the sky.
Okay, we all remember what Paimon said back then. Anyway, since he's here, that must mean we're about to meet another old friend in these woods.
Đúng rồi, gặp quả phong thần đang gì nhỉ? Đang nói chuyện, tương tác gì với cả con rồng. Nhớ đoạn này ở đấy. Đúng không? Nhìn đúng chưa?
Look, there he is! Back then, the goblin was tainted by the abyss, and Tone Deaf Bard was about to heal his wounds.
Ai à?
But your control over Animo wasn't so great, so they noticed you and ran off. But you've had tons of practice since then, so mistakes like that should be a thing of the past, right? Sure. Here goes. Well, this is awkward. You really hung Paimon out to dry there, traveler.
Apologies. You were just even livelier than I remembered. And
Which means mission accomplished on the surprise front, I suppose. What do you say, Alice? High marks.
Oh, yes, indeed. That was fantastic. I've recorded it all, in fact.
Cool.
Huh! So you were watching us all along. And
What a delightful reunion. Welcome to Mondstadt, you two. The place where it all began.
Ui, nhớ hồi đấy vãi. Máy yếu xong rồi. Tất cả đồ họa phải để lâu hết đấy chứ. Ui. Quả cốt truyện này chưa diện thấy bồi hồi đấy.
Lovely to see you, dearies. So what's the verdict? Did our special welcome ceremony...
it was very... you, that's for sure. Paimon can't believe the Knights of Favonius let you go that... Where'd you move the real statue of the Seven anyway?
Oh, gracious me. You still haven't figured it out. If I had actually done something to that statue, I would have been locked up in the teensy room next door by now. Certainly not much.
So, what's going on here?
Ah, now you're asking the right questions, Paimon.
Hay sao?
The answer lies over here.
Nicole? You're here too?
That's right. Our two lovely mages are here on vacation. In fact, everything you just... But I'll leave the explanations to Miss Nicole. I trust you're well acquainted.
Yep. We experienced that firsthand and...
This bubble is a new kind of magic Alice and I invented. When you were busy reading that invitation to Mondstadt, Alice took the opportunity to place you...
Oh! We didn't even notice...
Huh, I wouldn't be much of a Dodo King if I couldn't...
All that to say, the things you saw weren't real. Except for Venti and Dvalin, of course. I invited Venti, and he brought the dragon along.
Tương tự như là tiểu thế
It's not
giới.
every day you get to relive the beginning of your journey. It feels you might not remember the name or melody, and still, you start humming along in no time. I'm assuming your trip down memory lane was similarly nostalgic.
So does Jean know about this or not? Paimon's.
Oh, no. Jean wrote that herself, I assure you. I wouldn't dare forge a letter under her name.
Huh. So you do draw the line somewhere.
Ooh. Not with my daughter in her clutches. If you ever become a mother, you'll understand.
Oh, come on! Is that
The point is, this magical bubble was created at with the expedition in Nodcry coming to an end. The knights will be home before long.
Varka thinks it's better to give people time to reunite with their families. Of course, Jean has her own.
As things stand, we're keeping the reception small, but this magic bubble is one of them. The returning knights can use it to catch up on all the major...
Simply put, it's a reenactment of your adventures.
Indeed. The ultimate goal is for everyone to have a chance to take part in the excitement.
so? What about the parts that took a few,
Oh, those were there because the bubble world is still being transcribed and memories are easy to extract, and the resulting information density is fine. But if memories are the only thing used to recreate a world, it's hard to ensure a lack of deviations. For example, these memories belong to Venti, but even for someone like him, whose memories are quite reliable, not to mention, on their own, memories lack an interactive component. So I added
yeah, that,
For instance, say we're recording memories and Lisa happens to fly into a fury over some overdue library books at the same time. A powerful thunderstorm might unfold in the bubble world out of nowhere. Luckily, there's a simple solution. We just have to send someone to scout things out first. Then we...
Exactly. Plus, once the recording is complete, the magic will loop, so there won't be further deviation. Ah, and before it's all said and done, we'll be sure to cover up your identity, Venti.
Much appreciated. Otherwise, buying around at the Angel's share is gonna be much more.
like you're the one who does the buying.
It's settled then. We'll allow you to be the first to relive these precious memories, and in return, you'll be our eyes on the inside.
Yeah, but it sounds like fun. Besides, we already snapped a few pics of some potential.
Oh, no, Paimon.
What?
As the creator of this world, I'm afforded a bit of creative license, I would think.
I doubt anyone will mind. As far as I'm concerned, you're free to do as you please.
Oh, well. Paimon can't argue with that.
In that case, we'll be counting on you to
It's still early. Why not check out the other events at the testing grounds in the meantime?
Yeah, we'll go say hi. She's the one who invited us after all.
I think nothing of it. Now that the world is at peace, you...
Yes, good work. We'll go with this setup.
Hey, Jean! We're here!
Honorary Knight, Paimon, welcome back. Did you have a good time in Alice's magic bubble?
Yeah, it was so cool! Paimon's looking forward to getting back in there to...
I'll be sure not to spoil it then. I imagine you might be I loved the idea when Alice brought it up, but I knew it would take a great deal of reenactors. Luckily, Venti, or rather, Lord Barbados, agreed to help. After that, I opened up recruitment. Countless volunteers jumped at the chance to reenact your stories, Honorary Knight. It took me a lot of people have gotten involved, and that includes quite a few familiar faces as well.
Are you one of them?
Yes, according to Alice, I'm one of the leading ladies.
Yeah, there are other activities here too, right? Sounds like there's a lot.
Ah, well, such are the duties of the acting Grandmaster. For those of us who have been holding down the fort, so to speak, the Grandmaster contacted me and said not to organize a grand reception on their behalf, and I'm sure the team will be exhausted upon returning, and making a big fuss might just tire.
I'm on sensing a butt in there somewhere. Toned it.
Yes, well, those of us here in Mondstadt have been awaiting the resuming normal life after such a long expedition will be quite an adjustment. Not to mention, it's a chance for the people to show them no matter how long we've been apart, we're still family. Yes, absolutely. And I don't know, perhaps I am overstepping.
So, besides the whole bubble thing.
Here, I'll show you. First, this is an arena we've set up to showcase Favonius blade work. The cavalry company is in charge of this one. I'm sure there will be some exciting sparring sessions.
Ooh, that means we'll get to see Kaya on stage.
That's right. Compared to me, he's much better at keeping things interesting, even when the sub-
You're as modest as ever, huh, Jean?
Over here, we're running a wind glider speed shooting event. It's not hard to guess who's in charge of this one, I'm sure. Yes, her gliding skills are top-notch, and she's quite creative when it comes to event design. There's also a booth that will serve as a reception area, where people can relax, and Hertha is in charge of the drink stall, but we're still—
Well, the more alcohol options, the better, I think.
fair point. Huh?
What's with that face?
Grandmaster, you're back? Has the apologies, we're not quite done with the preparations, but I assure you, it's limited.
Hey. Relax, Jean, relax. Besides, I knew you'd want to surprise us, no matter what I said.
Oh,
If I didn't tell you to put on the brakes, I knew you'd go full throttle and start planning the next Ludi Harpastum or Windbloom Festival. You put so much pressure on yourself, diving headfirst into the—
Oh, wow. That's actually...
Well, looking out for my fellow knights comes with it. As for the event, food, drink, and fun in space.
That's far too kind, Grandmaster. But
I mean it, you know? Just now that I'm finally back in my old stomping grounds, let me—
Ooh, nice.
What's wrong? Not hungry?
Actually, Grandmaster, there's a few things perhaps we could go back to headquarters first.
Hang on. You know this is just a pit stop, right? It's not gonna be—
Of course. Still, you are the Grandmaster.
Oh, you have no idea what this means. I'll be trapped in the office until tomorrow morning.
It's not that dramatic. If we make haste, we'll—
As much as Paimon wants to check out that secret menu, you should at least do some work now.
All right. Oh. Guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Ai à? Được quá nhỉ?
Boom booms and eyes, and boom booms and mouth.
Cái nào gần thì chơi trước.
I need to tighten up that part.
Đấy mà. Trong nhanh chiến nó đánh bại nhiều cái đấy. Ôi. cũng méo biết nên cho gì vào nữa. Phong đi, đây. À.
That's gonna leave a scar.
Oh shit.
A turning point in fate. Get back.
Ai à? Ai à?
Burn! Whoa, Mark II! Everybody stand back! Huh?
Lament for the
Burn! I'm going in! Ow!
Là sao? À. Là sao? Ủa? Ủa? Ui. Ui.
decay. New life. Thunder.
Enhanced animal module 75.
Everybody stand back!
Maria sweeping in. Thunder! Stay away from me! Burn!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it up!
Ủa?
Turning point in
I'm going in!
Maria sweeping in!
Swirl, Mark II. A minor error.
Thôi cứ đại đại đi. Mặc dù mình thấy mình chiến đấu như quần què vậy. Thôi xong. Này à? Đây là đội hình của Versa đúng không?
Quick as a flash. On my mark.
happens. Let's move. Controlled breathing.
Hero incoming! Ah! Yeah! Heads up! Ah! Hero incoming!
Headbutt.
Hey! Yeah!
Chắc là cái này. Đấy. Ngon. Cái này cũng được nhỉ. Farm điểm từ cái này.
Hands where I can see 'em. Stop right there. Start the clock. Faster, stronger.
Yeah! Maximum power!
It's justice o'clock. Boost.
Charge! Yeah! Heads up!
It's justice o'clock.
Heads up! Charge!
Ui, lag.
Hero incoming!
Imagine's veins boil.
Ui. Ui, lag. Lag thì vãi nồi. Ui. Ui. Lag thì phải gọi là vãi cả nồi luôn. Ui. Ui.
Hear the echoes of the valley.
Let's move! You wanna stand down? Hi! Headbutt! Kapow! Hi! Oof!
Lag thế nhở?
Might compels you. You got this.
Lofty wisdom will show us the way. Light the dust. Three moons converge.
Be gone, shadow of darkness.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Without further ado, the sky's clear, the glazed moon shines. Light the dust. Light the dust. wisdom will show us the way! Without further ado... Divine light, shield them!
A moonlit night for all.
Behold, the dawn! Go get him, Aiden!
Lofty wisdom will show us the way! Smite the dust! Be cleansed! The sky's clear, the glazed moon shines!
A new moon rises. Surge.
Begone, shadow of darkness! While the light shines...
Arrogant! And presumption!
Strike a pose. Let the world collide.
Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword! Paradigm shift! Ha, ha. Ha. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Ha. Ha. Yeah. Ha.
Let my name echo in song.
Shiver! Ring cutter! Huh? Huh. Ha. Ha. Yeah.
Time to shine. Shower me with the... Let my name echo in song.
Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword! Lights out. Ha. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Ha. 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 Ha.
Strike.
Yeah. Witness the power of Gugwa. Huh? Ha. Ha. Yeah. Mine to wield. Ha. burst.
Time to shine!
Knife. Mine to wield.
Absorption test. Animal hypostasis. Faster. Stronger. On my mark!
Open fire!
Locked on!
Tell me what you see. Not too far now.
Fire in the hole!
Open fire!
Locked on!
Open fire! Open fire!
Take me up! Locked on!
Open fire! Open fire!
Enhanced Animal Module 75. Animal Test 60.
Time to say hello.
Let's move!
Knock him down. Open fire! Open fire!
Absorption test. Unexpected outcome.
Controlled breathing.
me.
Rash attack!
Be silent. Close your eyes. Beware the creatures of the night.
A new moon rises. Flame. Ding dong water bomb! Lightning terrified! A moonlit night for all. I'll settle this. Our bond is strong. Look, a rainbow! Your blood!
The long sleep beckons. Observe. Night falls.
Ding dong water bomb! You on this! Surge. A new moon rises.
Close your eyes.
A moonlit night for all. Full.
Beware the creatures of the night. Be silent. Close your eyes. Observe.
Cái chiến đấu này nó dễ hơn bình thường. Nhưng trải nghiệm đánh cũng sướng tay. Quan trọng là nó cũng không quá khó.
We made it! Wow! The whole gig?
Jean wanted my input on everything. Even though I left the Knights, he didn't stop me from leaving back then. Or,
Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. As long and let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day.
You look pretty tired.
Yeah, didn't get much sleep at all. And now my head's killing me.
The Grandmaster's wording is somewhat misleading, so allow me to. We made quick work of our tasks yesterday, much to the Grandmaster's great pleasure.
You know how it is. When you're catching up with a...
Ah, so you're just hungover.
I see. Understood. I just received word from the knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at any time. Ask away.
Ah, you mean like how only you could have purified Dvalin's tear? That ability is unique to you. And to be honest, a lot of people might not even know your
Don't worry. I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps. I've deleted the parts that might... The remaining content doesn't require the participant to do much of anything, actually. It should be like watch...
Wait! But we ran into a combat...
We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to be an experience, even a The parts you're testing today are more stable, so there shouldn't be too many bugs. Of course, when you access the dicier sections, be sure to keep our vision in mind.
Speaking of Alice, where is she?
Clee demanded some playtime with her mom. And, of course, as far as Alice is...
Yep, that checks out.
Ha ha ha! Well, let's get this show on the road.
Dizzy.
Ah, looks like we've jumped forward a bit since yesterday. We're at the Favonius Cathedral
trộm
now.
đàn đúng không?
Wait, is this the bit where we borrow the Holy Lyre? Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Also,
Don't worry. I'm sure Nicole has it up. See? Here comes D-Luke now.
Word from the Knights of Favonius is that the Fatui are planning to steal the Holy Lot. A conflict between the two parties is ensuing inside. Come on. Let's go help the Knights. What is it?
oh, so that's how we're explaining.
It's all thanks to that committed
I'm just reading the lines Miss Nicole gave me. You need to play a...
Don't worry. Our operation isn't that strict. If there are slip-ups, I'll just delete them later.
Wait, that was Nicole's voice? Where's it come
Probably that small bubble.
That's right. This is a kind of communication magic. If you get stuck at any point, you can contact...
How very convenient.
That's right. Obviously, we're not including the steal. After all, the Fatui were the ones who ended up... Anyway, the Knights are currently fighting...
I wonder what would happen if, this time...
That would... complicate things. Worst case...
Okay.
Someone's got an axe to grind.
Quả Venti muốn trả thù à?
You're just in time. The situation is not looking good at the moment.
Yeah, it's turned into quite a mess.
What the heck? Harry Potter.
You're not bad, boy. Against the Fatui, though, you'll need to try harder than that.
You ain't messing around, huh? Take this!
Oh no! If this keeps up, the Holy Liar's gonna be... Oh, sorry. Paimon can't do this. Nicole, shouldn't these people be wearing Fatui costumes?
Yeah, it's kinda hard to get in the zone when our opponents look like
Let me see here. Ah, it looks like magical auto-load has been disabled, so the Fatui
Quả kia
costume
nhảy quất
didn't
đen à?
appear. I'll get that fixed. Just ignore the problem for now and
Cay
continue
thế
the
nhỉ?
scene. Remember, this is a tense moment.
Got it. In that case, I'll evacuate the members of the church
Nhảy quất
right
đen
away.
solo à?
All right, thank you. As you see, Traveler, the situation is dire. We need to retrieve the Holy Lyre and get it back to headquarters.
Looks like the Fatui are tied up fighting the Knights. I doubt they have the manpower to spare to deal with us.
Which means, if we rush in, we should be able to retrieve the lot.
You all sure are getting into kid.
Wow. Mình nhớ đoạn này là phải núp mà. Không bị giám sát à? Hóa là lúc trước trốn như chó vậy.
The Holy Liar! There it is! Well, well, well.
It seems our outer diversions were most effective. The knights know not that the true danger...
It's no wonder you're known as the youngest, most capable electro-sisson mage in your unit.
No! We're too late!
Diễn quả được
Put the
phết đấy
lyre
chứ.
down.
You heard her. Put it down and put him up, or this is gonna get ugly. Wait, why are you the only one with a costume, Fischl?
Why? Because I fashioned this headpiece myself, of course. How does it look? I am the
Nói
spitting
thế chịu
image
à?
of an electro-sisson mage, am I not?
And I suppose I look enough like an electro-sisson as I am.
Hold on. Trying to distract me with conniving conversation. Ha! You underestimate me. To think I would appear before you without full confidence in my victory. Go forth, Oz. Sissons, take care of these. The Holy Lyre der Himmel belongs to the Fatui.
À,
Whoa, that was fast. Mage-powered
có
flight
trò
is
di
something
chuyển
else.
tức thời luôn à?
Fischl is...
Dữ vậy sao?
The Fatus is...
Mình không nhớ có đoạn này mà. Hay là quên rồi?
Here, take it away, and don't let them catch you.
That's nothing the gliding champion of the Fatui can't handle.
Ôi rồi ôi, lại cái đoạn bay này. Móa nó. Ôi rồi, lại bay. Ui. Lại những cái ký ức lại phải bay đi bay lại. Móa. Rồi bay đâu? Ui. Nhớ ban đầu nó còn tính cái thời gian nữa. quỷ lại sao nữa?
Pretty tough, aren't ya? Well, let's see how you handle this.
Ok. Quá, chơi một đắp. Chơi một đắp shit.
Paimon thought the Adventurers Guild were the only ones role-playing as Fatui.
Just thought I'd lend him a hand. Fischl didn't have time to make me a cool hat, though.
Amber's over there! Let's get ready to land!
Sao mình nhớ cái này là bài tập bay chứ đâu phải là đi bắt Fatui. Ok.
Here they come! Positions, everyone!
Hả? Chơi cả phục kích à? Ủa? Sao không nhớ? Sao không giống với cả những gì mình nhớ về quả cốt truyện nhỉ? Mình nhớ nhầm à?
So this is where the chase ends this time. Wait a minute. This isn't what their hideout looked like. It's at least...
Yes. I remember it being much more run down.
The Lawrence clan lived here for a time, but this doesn't look like their handiwork. And I
Must be a bit of creative license on the part of our...
Alice said the original was too run down and didn't fit her aesthetic taste, so we repurposed some assets from the Golden Apple Archipelago. As you can imagine.
Yeah, this is...
Still, our mission remains the same. We're
Yeah, and this time we have a whole bunch of people to help us.
Ai à? Cả một dàn nhân vật này. Ai à? Ai à?
Try to keep up!
A human never doubts what their eyes see or would both now warn you that this is the end of the road. Give up and turn back while you can.
Hả?
That voice.
Mona. Oh, you mean Barbara?
You know about her? But Mona...
Well, I had regular contact with the Hexen Circle, so her name came up now and then. The whole thing about her messing up and being too...
What? But... How? No one in the Hexen Circle should know about that.
For real?
All of them?
I'm afraid so. Oh, except Ryan.
Fine. That's just fine.
Anyway, how do we cross?
I'm not telling.
Aw, come on. Don't take it out on us.
I'm not. This is unrelated. Besides, I'm playing a Fatus whose job...
All right. Almost forgot.
If you want the end...
Mona's riddle was as follows. A human never... However, things that are taken to be in dispute...
Hả? Tức là mình đang ở đấy đúng không? Đi thêm 3 phát nữa, không gãy trái. 1, 2, 3. Lừa thôi. À không, rẽ trái luôn. Thêm 2 bước nữa. 1, 2. Rẽ phải. Ok. 2 bước nữa. 1, 2. Lại sang phải 2 bước. Lạc nhạc thế. 2 bước nữa. 1, 2. Xong rẽ trái luôn.
Nice! We made it!
Quả đội trưởng nhảy vãi nồi thật.
Looks like Mika's guarding this spot.
Oh, hey! It's been a while.
Hello, Grandmaster. No. Wait, my line.
I would think you have bigger concerns.
It's locked in the back room, but good luck getting in there. 3 crests are needed to enter.
Wait, but in real life, we don't...
Yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. If there was only one key to be found, there's a good chance the encounters set up. All our actors worked so hard to memorize their lines.
Fair point. They're playing through the story just like us, after all.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, I was kind of confused. But when I actually had to stand up against all of you, it made sense. I mean, Mr. Diluc practically had me...
Really? I only had one line.
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned.
That's right! And I've been told you have quite... anyway,
One moment. We can't quite end...
Do I?
It would benefit...
All right. I told you everything I know. Now leave.
And off he goes.
The Vatus up ahead values wealth above... Luckily, I've...
Looks like we were followed. Guess...
Stand aside. This one's personal, but this time, I'm fully locked and loaded!
You can't try to keep up!
Ha!
I see.
Yahoo!
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun. You can't run! Well, need to try. Looks like I went too far.
Okay. You win.
Probably because you had to act like a Vatus. At this point, I could take down those with...
Oh, so you were the one in the Vatus costume.
It would seem so.
Man, their armor is heavy. and not breathable.
Rumor has it, Fatui recruits undergo rigorous training. I feel like there's some truth to that after all. Well, even though we lost, Dad had fun for sure. Here's the crest I was...
On me.
Without the crests, I can't activate this device. Man. Anyway.
Yeah.
The road ahead is almost completely blocked. Looks like this person isn't taking visitors. Yes, just have to be careful. We need that crest.
Cái nhỏ vãi nồi. Ôi trời ơi.
Coming here first? I'd reconsider if I... Ha! You've been warned. Continue at your own rate.
À,
Use of force authorized.
ủa. Quả đại đội trưởng lực thế nhỉ?
Come on, didn't expect you to play.
Well, actually, Aunt Alice was planning for me to play Dvalin if the dragon himself... Apparently, there's a spell like the one used to make Simulanka.
That does not sound like a good idea.
I have to agree. That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
I don't think I'd be very good at playing the evil dragon. Luckily, Dvalin agreed to take part after all, so my role was switched to timid Fatui Guard B, and I got...
Wow, that's a pretty huge change.
Oh, because Mika is Guard A.
As expected, Alice has got it all planned out.
Lại tìm. Chỗ này như mê cung. Đây đúng không? Đi tiếp à? Ôi trời ơi. Ủa. Má, nhìn đây tưởng như là không đi qua được ạ. Lừa. Tất cả đều là lừa.
Wait, Mona? I get what?
The more roles you play, the more you get paid. That's what The crest is with me. All I need... Let's talk business, shall we? That's all. That's all. Good enough for me. Gotta know. All right, here's the crest. Oh, and by the way, word has it you accomplished something major in Nodcry. You reeled in the true moon. Well, I spend most of my time staring into it. Hydromancy uses the false stars to reflect true fate within the water. Now, I can't... Of course, I need a whole new set of equipment to look into that. With
No wonder Alice gave you quite a few parts and
generous compensation, minimal manual labor. It's been a good gig. Even though her daughter is, in some part, responsible for my...
Huh. I guess the moon's a big deal in hydromancy. Just...
Oh, come on. Enough about that old...
Alright, we got all the crap. Let's head back and look for Mika.
Xong rồi.
Here. On me.
Không chỉ dẫn trên bản đồ chắc cũng lạc thật đấy.
Mika! We have the crest!
All right. This elevator's a bit complicated to operate, so Miss Nic...
Cũng gọi là lạc thần phú đấy.
Thanks.
No problem. Best...
Huh. I don't remember Fatui being...
Of course you want to make things difficult.
Tôi định quả đội trưởng để ra thật. Hả? Lên có tí thế rồi á? Ủa? Ây.
Security's tight around here.
I hope this is safe.
Đẹp đấy chứ. Bối cảnh đẹp đấy chứ.
The holy liar! Here it is! Wait, but Paimon remember...
Đéo nhớ có cảnh này đâu.
Hot-blooded, careless, and reckless heroes! Wait, what? All it did was lock the liar up! Well, I wasn't the one who designed it! All out...
I see.
That checks out.
They laugh as if they already know what is to... Allow me to clarify before we...
From what I've heard, the Fatui agent guarding this place was given a thorough...
So then, I'm the one who walked into the
Khó.
trap?
Thôi. Visual khó rồi.
Do not despair, mein Fräulein. Miss Alice provided us with backup, did she not?
Tis
Khó.
true.
Khó nói
The
thật.
thine princessin stands on the cusp...
Dần vô một trận nào.
Come forth, my loyal servants! Smite all who stand against us!
À. Giờ làm gì?
Look! The ravens get confused if they don't...
Group 2, reinforce!
À. Là sao? Mình để nguyên hả? Mình né thôi à?
Group 3, Group 4! Oh, forget it. All of you, attack at once!
Okay. Sao nữa?
On me.
Well, well. It seems I must send forth my most capable servant of all. He shall dispose of you in one fell swoop.
As you wish, mein Fräulein. Our situation is...
All right, all right, all right. I give up. All right. I know when I'm beat. You win.
You were brilliant, Miss Fischl. The recording was fantastic.
Yeah! This rule was perfect for you! Huh. Your praise is a compliment to your own good sense.
Huh. It doesn't look like the lock is opened, though.
True. This isn't what we were told would happen.
I doubt the mages want us to just break it open.
Perhaps we haven't met a certain condition then?
Oh, wait! Does that mean the beating up?
I'm afraid it may be the only way to end this, my...
Very well. I shall allow the... Just... be gentle. Huh? Oh, right. Paimon's the weakest one here.
Bùng phát. Hả?
Ah, it's open.
Đã chạm vào chưa đấy?
Miss Alice does love to...
Congratulations on obtaining the Holy Lyre Der...
Wow! This is quite the gathering. Oh, Paimon's stomach has been rumbling this whole...
Oh, hello. Did you need something? You know, we up then as more and more of our ranks left on expeditions and I was left in charge. Now, seeing a gathering like this after all this time, I can't...
Well said, traveler.
Barbara?
You told me you wanted the expedition members to... But in my eyes, the feeling of...
Ah, you're right. The location isn't the most important factor. No matter how far we get from Mondstadt, I appreciate... Make sure to do the same, traveler. Now that we're outside the bubble and no longer in character, there should be plenty of time.
Hey! Honorary Knight, look up! Pretty stellar view from up here, and the...
Oh, of all the places to sit, it just... Well, to each their own, I suppose. Just be careful on the way up, traveler.
Bring it!
Ui, dễ hơn hẳn à.
Have a seat. I come bearing drinks. Booze free, of course. Ah, well, that's what being home is all about, right? Letting go, feeling it. You think so? Glad to hear it. There's no place like home. That's what people say, right? The expedition took me far and wide, and still, little alcohol in my system. The cathedral, the statue, the windmills in the city, the pigeons and dandelions in front of the gate. The further away you get, the more you miss it. I might be biased, but it means a lot that you care about this place. I get that. The people are what make Mondstadt what it is, too. All the carefree kids running around. Which reminds me, I never thanked you for helping Mondstadt out back then. It takes a special person to do what you did. Most people are helpless in the face of abyssal corruption. Considering their target was Dvalin. I suppose Barbados could have handled it, even though he hadn't been awake for long. But still, I doubt the ending would have turned... Dvalin is family to him, you know? Having to choose between the dragon's life and Mondstadt's safety. Not to mention, the Wild Hunt would have reached our borders sooner or later. We'd have been stretched thin without your help. Maybe you've never put two and two together, but what you did in Natlan also helped reduce the threat of the Wild Hunt. If Natlan's crisis hadn't been resolved, the two abyssal powers might have joined forces at some point. Making out? Ha! Look at us. Taking down the Abyss in two separate nations. Doing the Knights of Favonius proud, aren't we? I guess not. In any case, for a knight, honor is something you get to define for yourself. And that's the question, isn't it? Why do we do what we do?
Ah, so this is where you've been hiding. You know, I don't think this was designed.
Ha! When did you become such a stickler? Come have a drink with us. There's plenty.
Don't mind if I do. Grape juice? Again?
You know, Charles would never let me hear the end of it if I started drinking without him.
Disappointing, but understandable. Oh, I almost forgot. Since this banquet is also for the actors, I invite...
All right. Might hike up the bill a bit.
Yeah, well, he turned me down. He never did like being the center. The city is a little too small for him to spread his wings, even if no one is afraid of...
Maybe it's time to draft a proposal to build him a landing pad.
The Traveler's right. If this is what makes him comfortable, might as well let him be. In the meantime, I propose a toast.
To our honor...
I often think about our parting at Windrise, you know. And now, almost in the blink of an eye, the final stop on your journey is just that Tsaritsa's plans have continued to advance. Now, only the...
But if even the captain couldn't take Malwika's Gnosis by force, I guess we don't need to be concerned about its safety for now.
You wouldn't be taking...
Of course not. I'm not one to...
Her harbingers do often tend to take a rather extreme approach. Just look at Child or Signora. But we would be mistaken to ignore the fact that Signora did not win the Geonosis using...
Right. You told me about the contract Morak signed with her before his death. You're saying she didn't need to resort to violence in Mondstadt either?
That's right. If she was able to provide a reason convincing enough to persuade Morak, I suppose she just didn't think there was a reason to negotiate. I had just woken up, so I must not... Honestly, the Gnosis was of no use to me. I didn't care who it belonged to or what means were used to take it. I just knew if I fought her in that moment, the cathedral, perhaps even the entire city, might have become...
True. I wouldn't put it past Signora to take civilians as hostages either.
In the end, though, it was those same methods that led to her end. After all, her third target, the Raiden Shogun, wasn't a big negotiator back then.
Giải thích được nhiều giả thuyết đấy chứ.
Perhaps Signora's success in Mondstadt and Liyue convinced her that she was a match for the Archon event. You did the right thing. It pained me to see Inazuma as it was back then. I'm glad things have... Of course, now the elite force of Harbingers has quite a few missing from its ranks. Who knows? Perhaps a chance to formally meet her in Snezhnaya.
Some of our knights remain stationed in Not Cry. If you need help, just say the word, and we'll be there.
The look in your eyes. It's changed a lot since you first set off from Mondstadt. But my advice remains unchanged. Never the birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters. They are all part of that journey. Perhaps earth-shaking truths and indescribable trials await you at the end. Just remember, there is more to life. Alright, that's more than enough acting like a real Archon for one night. And still, not a sip of drink for dear old Venti at a time like this?
dun dun dun.
Ở kìa. Bom đánh cá là nào? Ở kìa. Bọn này.
Da da da.
Vote bị nhốt nhá.
This is so fun, Mom!
I think so too. Come on, let's blow them all up.
Mom, when can I play with the magic toy you made me?
Very soon, darling. In fact, it should be ready tomorrow.
Yay! Can we play together?
Why, of course. We'll have ourselves a
Hóa. Quả này chịu à? Không cứu được. Hai mẹ con chơi cháy này thì không cứu được rồi.
We should, take a... break after all that running around. Yeah, let's rest here for a bit.
I'm not sure. It was like this when I came to check on things this morning.
What? That can't be!
Chơi ở vực sâu luôn.
You sure know your stuff, traveler. That's where my head went too. But I don't know. Something is...
What does that mean?
It seems to be in an embryonic state. Like an egg that hasn't hatched. The dark cloud.
Of course the world within the magic bubble is imaginary, so the same should be true.
You created this magic, right, Alice?
Ooh, new magic does often come with its issues, so I can't say I'm entirely surprised something like this would crop up. As for a solution, however, I'm afraid I need more...
One thing is for certain, at least. Given the current threat, my apologies, Miss Alice. I know you've made a promise to Klee, but I'm not sure you'll be able...
Have we ever seen Alice look this serious?
Unprecedented crisis notwithstanding.
Are we talking about the Klee situation or the...
Both. Now, I have my suspicions, but I'll need someone to head into the bubble and confirm a few things. It's not like we can avoid going in there, right? We have to nip this crisis.
I agree. We have to take action.
All right. I'll go convince Klee to play somewhere else for now and then head right. In the meantime, Nicole, be a dear and keep observing.
I don't know, Alice. There are quite a few unknowns here. It's not like I can force people to head in.
You sure about that?
Fine. I'll do what I can.
Well, guess this is our best option. We're definitely not...
The part where Barbados uses the lyre to summon Abyss corrupted. Then, everyone joins forces to fight him inside Storm Terror's lair.
Yep. That's
Well, we've got the gang from back then all here.
Count me in two. Potential threat or not.
Jean?
It's nothing. I was just feeling a bit,
Yeah. Yesterday felt like that too.
Yes, but that was for fun. That which confronts us now is a real...
Ooh, look at you getting all sentimental. That's a
well...
Hey, don't be embarrassed to say what you feel. Besides, the more you open up...
Just look at Paimon. No filter whatsoever.
Ha! It's about time.
Before we set off, I was able to maintain contact before, but right now, it might be difficult for us to guide you.
Don't worry. This isn't our...
There's also a last resort I can fall back on if worst comes to worst.
You mean destroying the bubble?
Yes, if it comes down to it.
All right. I'll monitor the situation from outside.
Understood. Prepare for the worst.
All right, let's go.
Ủa?
Whoa!
Dữ vậy sao?
Is this Mondstadt? Didn't we all come in at the same time? Where are the others?
Ủa?
Look! There's Venti! Surrounded by a whole bunch of monsters! Yeah!
Chơi cháy vậy.
Ah, perfect timing. Come on, let's show these unwelcome guests the door.
Chơi mà chơi cháy.
Time for takeoff. Ha! Yeah!
Ủa? Thủy kìa, có quả thủy kìa.
Yeah! Think you can get away? Brace yourselves.
All good, Venti?
Very much so, thanks to your timely arrival.
Yeah! The city's crawling.
I'm not sure what happened, but the rest of our group might...
Good point. What?
Ủa? Sao chưa gì đã thao hóa xong rồi vậy?
Look! It's the
Chơi mà
mullet!
chơi cháy.
Is that just...
You're right. The corruption has spread throughout his entire body.
Wait! It looks like something's falling!
It's his tears.
Like the ones we purified in the past?
Yes, but at this point, if left unchecked, they will continuously summon a... We also need to get our hands on one of them. No, this degree of corruption cannot be cleansed. Besides, we need them in their corrupted state if we want to I doubt the pure sound of the lyre...
Sounds like this whole thing is still gonna...
Yes. I wasn't certain before Dvalin showed up, but it seems more like an alternate version of events. And I have some idea... Well, monsters abound no matter...
Thực ra là đang muốn tìm định hướng cơ. Phải đi đâu? Ở kìa. Phải có tí hướng dẫn.
Brace yourselves. Wouldn't gliding be faster? Time for takeoff. Yahoo! Let's play.
Đi đâu? Ngay giờ đồng đội. Đây. Ở đây. Đây rồi.
Look is over there.
Đí lục.
Think you can get away? Brace yourselves.
Made it. It looks like Mondstadt is in dire straits. And my initial suspicion... In the face of unrelenting abyssal attacks, it's possible they had no other choice. An empty city has its advantages. We won't need to divert our attention. Oh, and this thing.
That happens to be just what we...
Wait, what about Barca?
No, I'm not sure where he is. Oh, I think I saw Jean on the other side of the city. I was going to head over after clearing out these monsters. We should go help her.
Good idea.
Vậy, có manh mối là được rồi. Đây rồi.
Look, it's Jean.
Verdict is...
Here we go.
Thanks for... I know everything we encounter in this bubble is imaginary, but these monsters...
Don't worry. As long as we collect Dvalin's tears, we can use...
I see. In that case, let's get moving.
Have you seen Barca, by the way?
No, he might be at the upper levels. Let's search together.
Better to find him soon than later. The Grandmaster is an exceptional warrior, but this is the abyss we're dealing with. You can never be too careful.
Ở đây. Phải. chơi mà ném băng như trò đùa vậy. Còn chơi chờ nữa. Hả? Sao đội trưởng ơi, hiện mặt đi. Hay đang vả nhau với con rồng ấy.
The Grandmaster should be over there.
Ủa anh ơi, bây giờ mới cho em lên ạ.
We're here to help.
Perfect timing. Let's do this.
Time for takeoff. Yahoo!
Burn!
Up the ante!
Wind, hear me.
Thunder! Up the ante! Burn! Looks like we're all back together. Everyone in...
Yes. The honorary knight arrived just in time.
Now that we've collected Dvalin's tears, the monster attacks appear to be easing up too. I'm sure you've noticed, Farka, but the city is pretty much a ghost town at the...
Yeah, we should get out of here.
Theo quả Farka này chơi sướng tay phết.
This place should be safe from monster attacks for now, at least.
Anyone there? The communication...
Yeah, we can hear you now.
When designing this experience, we cut out the part where the traveler cleanses the abyssal power. Alice and I thought the events in the bubble would be independent from each other. But since the magic is contained in one place, it appears a casual... And so, because Dvalin was never purified, we've encountered...
I knew it. So, what we're witnessing now is like an alternate version of events.
Wait, but even if the traveler never showed up, you could...
The Abyss is a far greater enemy than one person can face. I could have handled that specific, if I'm not mistaken. You've seen how that version of the story...
Yeah, it was a kind of... In the end, you were able to seal Dvalin away.
But if Dvalin was sealed, how did things get to this point?
Because a seal doesn't solve the root problem. Over time, the Abyss would just force...
Wait! Does that mean what we saw earlier?
The aftermath of Dvalin breaking free from the seal. That's right. The power of the Abyss has fused with his flesh and bones, purifying him now.
So, if we want to resolve this crisis...
We have to kill Dvalin. I know that sounds intense, but remember, this is a fictional world. We have our solution, so let's hop to it. No time to lose, right? We've got...
She's playing somewhere else right now, so we do have some...
You're right. This is the only way.
I know Dvalin means a lot to you. If this is too hard, you can leave it to us, you know?
I'll be fine. Let's go. Storm Terror's lair awaits. This is it. Ready,
Of course. I just hope I learn to think.
Guess I'm the newbie, huh?
What about you, Traveler? This was your first big fight in Tibet.
I'm not nervous. We've all grown a lot since we overcame this challenge once. And we can do it again.
Paimon believes in you!
Then let the mournful cries of this liar, tainted and defiled.
You all right, Barbados?
Turning the surging abyss into musical notes is... But... how could I claim to be the finest...
Ủa. Nhìn nó cháy nó lực vậy.
Well, this hulking dragon is as intimidating as ever.
Remember, we need to wear him down first before we can attack his weak spot. Let's play!
Time for retribution!
Con này đánh nào nhỉ?
Now's our chance. Climb up and attack the abyssal core. Up the ante! Thunder! Up the ante!
Nice job! One more to go!
Ôi. What the hell? Cái gì vậy? Nào, phải hạ xuống. Nào, phải hạ xuống. Ui. Nào, hạ xuống.
Thunder! Maria sweeping in! Burn! Thunder!
Nhanh, 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 nhanh. Nào, trời ơi. Cố lên một tí rồi. Lên nhanh. Rồi.
Thanks, Gene.
Được quá nhỉ, gọi viện binh bên ngoài vào luôn.
Devouring, you're here!
I follow the liar's song, wherever it leads.
Thank you. Looks like the mage's tale isn't over yet.
Đây gọi thêm tí Durin vào nữa cho cháy luôn. Cho nó cháy khét lẹt luôn. Ai à?
Might not be a happy ending, but someone's got to strike the final blow.
It's your turn to be the hero.
I'll take knight over hero any day.
Ủa, mày như chim vậy. Ai à? Sao nhà lữ hành đuổi vậy? Nhìn quả đi lúc chém chưa? Ủa.
La la la.
Trời.
Looks like it was a happy ending after all. It was kind of like a choo-choo car ride. It had its fun moments.
Guess it wasn't without some collateral damage, though.
It's fine. As long as the building itself is intact, I can. In any case, We were lucky Dvalin arrived when he did. It would have been tricky to—
I suppose I could have created a gust of wind to whisk us up, but I'm not sure our gliders would have survived the
Honestly, after everything we faced, I can't believe Alice still decided to bring Klee in there to— I mean, can we be certain there aren't other bugs?
I suppose that speaks to the confidence the mages have in their magic.
If I know Alice, the whole bubble could have been blown to bits, and Klee still wouldn't have had a single...
Her abilities do speak for themselves, I suppose.
So, what now? Anyone down for a drink? My...
Sounds like a great idea. But tonight, it's on me. I happen to have a bottle of fine wine set aside.
Haha! Even better. Count me...
Say no more! You had me at fine wine.
All right, let's head over to my place then.
I'm afraid not. There's still a lot of work to do.
So what? The world's not gonna end if you push it off?
I suppose that wouldn't be a problem.
On second thought, how about you just join us? What about you, Honorary Knight? Gonna tag along? Okay, all's well that ends well, am I right?
Alice loves going to the library. Let's wait for her there.
Looking for me? I'm glad. I wanted to thank you for helping me. Nicole came with us to make sure all was in order and, you live and you learn. It's rare, but even the Dodo King isn't immune to it.
So, it's all fixed?
Yes, quite. The recording work is done as well, so now it should be smooth sailing from here on out. Nicole will keep an eye on them, of course. I wouldn't put it quite like that. It was more like a fate that will not.
Huh? What's the difference?
Let us not forget the courageous dragon slayer in the story. Well, in real life, he had already left on... Of course, that doesn't mean Dvalin would have escaped his destined death for an...
But what we saw in the bubble was what happened after Dvalin broke free.
Dear Paimon, word to the wise. Do not lose sleep over all those what-ifs, over the fates that will not come. Those who can observe fate see both the good and the bad of what could have happened. But all that matters is what did happen. Those alternate fates are nowhere...
All right.
Ah, you're saying it was as if the bubble itself had... I suppose some gunk could have stuck to my luggage while I was wandering the border and got mixed into my magic without me noticing. Just kidding. I would never be so careless. Your intuition is spot on, traveler. What developed in the bubble was a nascent form of abyssal power that if left...
What? So it didn't come from outside?
The abyss is perilous, cunning, dangerous, obsessed. The Hexen Circle has been observing its energies for a long time, and I think Barbalot's interpretation is that the essence of the abyss lies in the hatred carried by all the fates that will not come to pass. This world is filled with conflicting elements that these events can be small, almost trivial. I had Sweet Madame for lunch today, for instance. That means of course, they can also be events that threaten the world, such as my friend Rhindotter's decision to tap into the abyss. So then, the question at the heart of it all...
Paimon gets it. It's hatred that stems
Tức
from
là
not
những
being
tương
chosen.
lai không được chọn, oán hận nữa.
Precisely. The magic we wove this time involved recreating the past. However, some of the variables we add, and thus, the abyss showed its teeth. Of course, much like always. In the end, though, it wasn't a huge issue. Things like this happen on the border. It has quite the victim. It's obsessed with entering this world at all costs. And that is precisely why we must protect our lives and those of our loved ones. Because when you think about it, to exist in this world is to be a spark of luck amidst countless possibilities.
Ah, Alice, you're here. I'm truly sorry about this, but per the regulations of the Knights of
Whatever for. Things turned out just fine with the magic bubble. Besides, if that's what this is about, shouldn't Nicole come along?
It's not about the bubble. We received word that a number of fish have been injured as a result of explosions near Starfell Lake. As I'm sure you're well aware, fish blasting is strictly prohibited.
Oh dear.
Sao?
Run, Klee! Save yourself!
She's already inside.
Oh.
Guess it's a day of first for the Dodo King, huh?
Oh, farewell, forever traveler.
Bay à? Hy vọng không phải là vừa bay vừa bắn cung. Ha. Ai. Nhìn có vẻ mệt mỏi thế. Ui. Nhìn nó phức tạp vẫn mệt mỏi đấy. À, chỉ việc bắn thôi à? Ui, còn thế này nữa. thôi. Ui. Ui dồi ôi, tàu lượn thế nhở. Ủa. Ai à? Được quá. Nào. Ngon luôn đi. Ngon luôn. Damn. Tính ra quả màn chơi chim này nó cũng hay phết đấy chứ đùa. Kìa. Ai à? Quả thiết kế kết hợp giữa góc nhìn gần, góc nhìn xa được quá nhỉ? Ui dồi. Ui dồi. Hùng vĩ mà đẹp thật đấy. Được nhá, đánh giá cao nhá, đánh giá cao màn này nhá. Tính ra quả sự kiện Vaka này chất lượng phết. Đánh nhau sướng tay, màn chơi chim hùng vĩ, cốt truyện nó cũng thú vị, nó hay và nó cũng hài, đưa ra nhiều lo. Hay à. Quả này chất lượng, chất lượng, đánh giá cao, đánh giá cao. Chỉ có mỗi 200 đồng từ thiện đấy.
Hello there,
It's so nice to meet you, Honorary Knight and Lady Paimon.
Looks like you're in a good mood, Hertha. By the looks of things.
Indeed. Thanks to some help. Besides all the classics, we...
Cocktails? Do you remember that time we served as bartenders at the Angel Share? And recently you've also shown up...
The only thing is, our current drink selection is quite traditional, and it's stopped but I need to get back to handling resident requests. Honorary Knight.
You'll be amply compensated, of course, plus double pay for overtime, depending on your performance metrics.
Paimon's not sure what as the best guide into that. Paimon...
Working with...
I'll do my best to support Lady Paimon.
All right. Well, if you're ready to...
Ui lằng nhằng. Ui lằng nhằng. Ui lại nhớ quả ký ức. Phải ngồi suy luận ở Sumeru. Ui. Ui lằng nhằng lằng nhằng.
Oh my. It looks like Hertha has gone back to her duties, and Glenfiddia is away somewhere wonderful. Now I can order without worrying about ending up with one of the logistics company specials. The type of drink that keeps you awake all night. That's right. I'm just... If only there weren't so many people with overdue books, and I didn't have to go door to door to get them back. I would have dropped by to chat with you sooner, and try... Let me think. I don't... And if it could help me nod off to...
Sữa. Sữa. Cacao. Bartender Simulator Fit. chiêu gai phết. Ly cao. Tiểu. Độc thảo. Ai à. Không khí được đấy. Cũng đấy.
Here's a snow-kissed dawn.
It's delicious, cutie. Pleasantly tart, sweet, but if anything though, I seem to be feeling a little more energetic. Perhaps you've unwittingly unraveled Glenfiddia's secret and concocted an even more effective pick-me-up? Don't worry, there's no rush. Your eyes are... Let's chat for a while. Since you're asking, there's a chef, fresh out of training in Fontaine, who's recently taken up a position. Apparently, she plans to use dessert-making techniques to improve the taste of various savory dishes. Something about... Indeed. And judging by the results, she rather overdid it with the caramel sauce. Caramel sauce is such a fantastic ingredient, you know? It never fails to please when added to drink. Improving food, I suppose.
Mấy yêu cầu pha chế nữa.
Oh, this? That was for another. A large contingent of the expedition team will be returning to Mondstadt. Jean asked me to visit some of their families to try and get a better understanding of what new ingredients might satisfy our... Well, they've all devoted their... Based on what I gathered, the most requested ingredient was cacahuatl from Natlan. In their letters, many of them mention that they rely on cocoa to keep themselves energized. Surely you're not suggesting... My investigations into Mondstadt's lesser-known drink. On my way back, I ran into Emmetall out on patrol. I accompanied her on a detour to Wolvendam to teach some raving help.
Vẫn méo hiểu lắm. Không liên quan thật. Nghĩa là nên lấy thực vật yêu thích.
Lately? So careful with your... Is that because you think that I, too, might have changed since we last met? Or simply because you can't remember? Not bad at all. Oh, back in my student days, I might have been drawn to every new and exciting ingredient I read about. To paraphrase a certain Leo-Ed legal expert, my life is fast approaching a state of living out one's golden years, and I'm sure you remember, a few years ago, when we were adventuring together, well, my taste... As expected, cutie. You're...
nền chill.
Finished.
Chill phết.
A new This should help you fall asleep quickly and guarantee you peaceful dreams.
From the colors to the choice of glass, everything's been based purely on appearance. It's exactly... It's like savoring an exquisite I no longer feel drained of I'm actually starting to feel so good, in fact, that I feel like writing an article to extol the virtues of... Speaking of lakeside strolls, why don't you join me next time there's any walk would be more relaxing with you to talk to along the way, cute. Then, when we get back, you could fix me up another glass of slumbering rose. And I'll make just as sure to hold you when the time comes. I won't...
Mới được một cái à? Vì
Good afternoon, traveler.
ai à?
I didn't expect the honor of witnessing your harmonizing talents here in both, actually. A lady calling herself a mage asked me to come manage her flower shop. At about ending today's busy schedule with a drink crafted by you in person is truly a wonderful reward. I have faith in your choice.
Thú vị nhưng mà nghe vậy pha hơi nhiều đấy. Pha xong còn cải tiến nữa.
Care to give this a try?
Your artistry is true.
Đừng bắt lại phải ngồi suy luận tiếp nhé. Hài lòng rồi đúng không?
This tastes like a local variant of a Lumiduce Twilight. Am I right? The gentle and elegant taste, with its distinct layers, combined with a hint of Mondstadt's characteristic scent, offered, though in reality, there's no need for you to be so conservative. I have quite a high tolerance for flavors that stray outside. Your drink was nice, but it would be perfect if you could make one with if you need time to mull things over. Oh, thank you for asking. When I first got here, to my surprise, my trial fragrance, which used Valberry as the primary note, let's just say that sweetness isn't always a case of the more the merrier. Even in daily life, I rarely eat sweet food, and I try to avoid fruits. In the end, I completely eliminated Valberry. They're part of my reward from the flower shop owner. Important ingredient. I studied Mondstadt's Cecilia flowers many years ago. However, this is a special case. Some cats are quite averse to the scent of Cecilia, and we need to the various parts of the windwheel aster plant can be ground into a powder to extract their essence. I just took it for a little trial run at the cat's tail, and extracting exquisite fragrances from ordinary oak. Usually, after work, my friends from the Maison Gardiennage, if it's before a holiday and my friends are in high spirits, there was an officer named Terena who used to treat me to aged Corte wine. But since she was transferred to the special security and surveillance, in the world of science, high-proof besides, when I'm slightly tipsy, my state, so I don't mind drinks with just a little bit of alcohol. But I don't... It really is. A while earlier, I watched in such conditions, when scents are blended well, they naturally combine with the ambient context, leaving particular. It seems something similar is true for mixology. When mixed properly, all the ingredients work as one to create a most wonderful Yes, that's it. Now I think about it, later. Just from our brief chat, perhaps you possess a natural...
Nhấc cô ra vào.
Here you go.
A new and the colors are cooler and more. Are these bright specks on the surface the crushed petals and leaves of wind? I'm sure it must taste wonderful. Let me try. In the language of flower, your cocktail not only Therefore, I suggest you call this drink Windborn Bouquet. The winds and clouds of Mondstadt swirl together in the glass, leaving behind enchanting traces of fragrance. Really? Perhaps now it's time to slowly savor this masterpiece. Thank you so much. This is the most memorable cocktail I've ever had. Once I get back to Fontaine, I will attempt to recreate this moment as both a fragrance and a perfume. Once I've perfected the recipes, I hope you'll do me the honor of being the first customer. Until then, I look forward to seeing you in the court of Fontaine.
Nhìn nghe vẻ phải pha nhiều đấy. Ôi.
So you're looking after the drink stand now. I've got to say, I'm getting curious. I wonder what kinds of drinks you can mix with the ingredients Glenfiddich has prepared. I don't have much of a choice. It's just one thing after another right now. As the captain of the reconnaissance company, I have to lead by example. So, I've been intensifying my training lately. Being a descendant of sinners means I have to work hard to maintain my position. Anyway, on top of all that, the General Affairs Company has invited a renowned champion duelist. Since I'm one of the captains with the highest attendance, I have to prepare thoroughly to make sure I'm a serious match for the champion duelist. And then after the exchange, I need to write at least 6 different reports based on the results. Oh, I sure could.
Rượu trái cây, nước có ga. Chết rồi. À, nó còn quay lại nữa thì không sao, thoải mái, chill rồi.
One twinkling starlight for Captain Eula. Hope you like it.
Judging by your confident tone, I'm certain I will. Huh. Not bad. Sweet and tingly. I suddenly feel full of vim and vigor. But just one glass doesn't quite scratch the itch. How about something with a... Don't hold back. You don't need to worry about putting me on the floor with nothing but a couple of drinks. Works for me. The first company hasn't assigned me any paperwork for tonight. That's right. The merchant I got it from called it Romaritime Flower Fruit Extract. It has a very unique... Oh, it's a necessary courtesy. In that book Miss Magistus lent me, The Blade Dancer, 20 years on, it says. After a duel, a Fontanian swordsman will politely invite their defeated opponents to a banquet. To properly play host to Miss Clorand, I searched for quite some time to locate a rare goods merchant in Dorman Port who sold this juice. I had my doubts at first, too. But Amber said something that makes a lot of sense. She said that even if this custom doesn't really exist, following... Besides, who doesn't like trying new things, right? I'll treat Miss Clorand to this juice at our post-training banquet. If you want to know what I've been eating recently, they launched a diet improvement initiative and started distributing a form of... In the past, we only had dry rations. Every mealtime we had to set up pots. Now we just need to bring our standard field rations, comprising of 5 cans and 9 paper packages. We can heat the can... You did say, sounds like, right? Our canned food supplier has quite the stellar reputation. The problem is, in order to meet preservation standards, they have to make their... The vice captain of the 5th company, who has a somewhat dry sense of humor, went so far as to say, this food's bad enough to bring down the wrath of Liyue's stove god. In any case, after eating it for a week, my taste buds have gone completely numb. You can hardly blame the logistics company. After all, it is hard to please everyone. Our feedback has already been submitted. Of course, having fresh meals prepared in camp by a dedicated... Yes, I have. For a while, the situation there was... difficult. To make matters worse, several veteran knights who had been stationed at Dorman Port were transferred to my squad. And they weren't happy to be taking orders from that Lawrence girl. Leading them on this mission was quite eventful. It took 3 weeks of stealth operations in the snow, with no fires to keep us warm. Those veteran knights faced the bitter cold and were almost taken down by the enemy's smuggled battle mechs. Fortunately, the battle went our way, and they had no choice but to acknowledge me. I'm completely fine. But thank you for your It was mentally tiring for sure. But fortunately, the operation wore them down far more than... If any new recruits try to make my life difficult, I'll just have my veterans give them a few friendly pointers.
Mới được 3 thôi à?
Oh my. Miss Clorand's combat style comes from the mysterious Marechaussee hunters. In the library, there are some old Fontanian newspapers. A more recent newspaper claimed that Miss Clorand was an orphan from an underwater kingdom, and that before battle she would perform rituals inviting spirits to possess her sword. Assuming these rumors are true, or that Miss Clorand's abilities might even be more extraordinary than that, it's important that I'm prepared for anything. Incorporating elements of... I sure could do with an energy boost, but... That's right. You really know your stuff. I doubt there's anyone else in all... There's no need to make it sound so fancy. It's just an aristocratic variant of Favonius bladework, with a bit of personal flair. Firewater. In recent years, firewaters gained popularity the world over, following in the wake of prosperous Snezhnayan merchants. These days, you really are good. Why don't we try replacing the fruit wine with firewater? As for the alcohol content, that's not a problem. Plenty of the expedition team may have drunk themselves Brilliant. I'm looking forward.
Here's your all-new Seafoam Sword Song, mixed to meet your personal preferences.
Oh my, what beautiful colors. And you even added my The aroma is perfect, and I can smell the alcohol, but it doesn't stifle the fruity fragrance. Give me a moment to come up with the right words.
Sai rồi à?
I need to think carefully. I know it's unbecoming of a lady, and a proper connoisseur would savor their drink, but I'm sorry. Can you mix me another? Oh, no, what was I going to say? I've completely lost my train. Whatever. I feel fantastic. This cocktail. Oh, it's the best I've ever had.
Giọng còn bợm này.
I think I'm gonna head home and get some sleep. Don't worry about me. This is the happiest tipsy I've been in years. By the time I've gone a few rounds with that, Miss Chlorine, and completed my reports. Jean, the acting grandmaster. Isn't it? I won't be forgetting this injustice in a hurry. You mark my words.
Giọng còn bợm này. Ui, còn nhiều lắm.
Suspicion confirmed. While patrolling the area, I was sure I'd sensed a familiar presence, so I came... If Miss Charlotte were to see you like this, I'm guessing she'd take 100 pictures. Sword-wielding travelers, secret side hustle, exclusive cocktails from... You'd make the front pages of every major newspaper. And there'd be crowds of Fontanian tourists flocking to your drink stand. Luckily for you, I turned down Miss Charlotte's request to accompany me here. So you're unlikely to be seeing any scenes like that. And on that note, I'd like a caramel blaze. That look on your face tells me you have a lot of questions you want to ask. Calm and effortless. I'm shocked to learn you're...
Your caramel blaze is ready. Try not to drink it all in one go.
Try not to once.
It sure lives up to its name. The color reminds me of a raging fire, while that aroma... It's quite strong. I'm all right. I just need a little time to get used to it. As I recall, the last time I drank alcohol was at a wine tasting event that Navia invited me to last year. I only had a small sip of Sassica wine, and it was nowhere near. From a purely rational perspective, alcohol can cause dizziness. But when Miss Farina saw me off at the docks, she mentioned that Mondstadt is the land of wine and poetry. Since I'm here, I thought, in fact, according to my intelligence, the captain of the reconnaissance company, her publicly available battle reports are truly a sight to behold. Out of the utmost respect for her skills, I feel compelled to deepen my knowledge of Mondstadt's wines. I truly appreciate all the trouble you're going to. Huh? Does that mean she's already... Once I return to Fontaine, perhaps I can let Sigewin know that I'd be happy to purchase her I'm not sure I'd say that. On my way to Mondstadt, we happened to take the same boat. Naturally, we got to chat. I've often heard Sigewin praise her work. After conversing with her on the journey over, I must say, she is indeed... She's gentle and composed, yet keeps others at a distance. Perhaps it's due to her profession. I find this approach ideal. Oh, thank you, but there's really no need to set anything up. Our work rarely intersect. Best to just let things take their When I'm working, I often drink coffee. Since I eat a lot of meat, the slight acidity of after the swordsmanship exchange, the night I had 8 different meat dishes. Of course, there was still room for improvement. When catering to tourists, the sticky honey roast and pile 'em up might benefit from a slightly... I've certainly tried all the red meat dishes. I think I've had enough calories to sustain 3 days of vigorous work. So I've had... to be honest, I can still taste the green... Indeed it is. The knights codenamed Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5, they told me the design has only just been finalized. Apparently it's only presented to important guests. They said they're making a badge for you too, but it hasn't been... You're not wrong. I guess it's similar to how I can't... But I'm certain you'll get to know them in time. They're clearly seasoned. After handling my affairs, they headed to the tavern for a gathering, saying they're drinking barrels of beer the night before, yet being able to work with clear minds the next day. So what you're saying is, while Mondstadters may seem carefree, they actually have it. I've seen a little. I took a stroll around this. Navia's done some rather extensive research on this place. Many of the scenes and illustrations for the tabletop troupe were inspired by views of However, the way she describes the atmosphere in her world building is quite different from the real Mondstadt. The deepest impression I've got since arriving here is what... Perhaps because I've mostly just visited the blacksmith and the training grounds. Recently, the newer weapons and armor produced in Mondstadt have been created using a completely different heat treatment process. While this has slightly reduced their overall toughness, their impact resistance has greatly improved. These newer weapons give off a smell like overbrewed coffee. Perhaps it's because that scent gave me such a positive first impression. You see, Fontaine's signature metalwork is often... Over time, the faint fragrance becomes overly sweet. And for some reason, it makes my teeth feel funny. I don't imagine the scent of Mondstadt's swords and shields would cause the same level of irritation. Of course, there is a solution to this problem. The next time you find yourself in Fontaine, there's another protective agent I can recommend. If you also dislike being bombarded with sweetness, this protective agent should suit you well.
Gì kìa? Đằng sau này có quả nhảy à? Nhảy hip hop à? Ủa, vậy nổi thật đây.
Are you already planning the details of our... Based on my previous experiences with alcohol, I guess my tolerance is similar. So when the time comes, I think you'd be best off mixing... I'll make sure I'm mentally prepared. Even if it's still a bit strong, I'll do my best to finish it.
Một người không thích muối, một người thích muối ạ.
All right, this new creation is called Leisure Time Lightning. A cocktail made exclusively for champion duelists. Enjoy!
Have you added... There's a subtle saltiness that combines well with the tartness of the fruit and the sweetness of the caramel. The color of the wine also fits well with the name, and the lightning imagery contrasts with the fiery nature of the... But where does the leisure time part come in? I see. That certainly matches the impression this cup... Its unique aroma and taste will hold a special place in my memories of Mondstadt. Do you think, if the chance were to present itself, you'd be interested in mixing mostly for Navia and Miss Farina's sake? Though obviously I'd be more than happy to try more of your masterpieces myself. I understand. I won't try to strong-arm you. In any case, I truly appreciate your hospitality. Thanks to you, whether I'm facing the powerful captain of the reconnaissance company, or discussing strategy with the knights.
Còn 2 khách nữa.
Huh? Is that Miss Honorary Knight? Yippee! It's you!
Đừng nói là pha rượu cho quả cờ ly này nhá. Thế bịp lắm.
Auntie Eula told Klee that Miss Hertha had found someone amazing to help out. Seeing you here, Miss Honorary Knight, Klee knows this must be the best drink stand in... You mean this stand isn't already? Well, out of all the drink stands Klee's ever visited, Miss Honorary Knight's is easily the best. And no matter what drinks Miss Honorary Knight makes, Klee will definitely think they're... Oh, you want me to be mean? But, let me think. I know, I'll pretend to be Albedo. Whenever Albedo reviews Timaeus' work, his face goes super serious. And Klee can hear every word he says. Get ready for Klee's super amazing order. These past few days, I've been having such a blast with Mom all day long. It's been so much fun. Even me. So, Klee wants to order a fair weather frolic. Anything like a bright sunny day will definitely put Klee in a super duper... I wonder what it'll taste like.
Chắc là dùng sữa thôi. Trà caramel. Như lừa vậy.
Your fair weather frolic is here. Go on.
Wow! So, a fair weather frolic is this color? Purple sky. Is it supposed to be a bright, shiny night? Clee will take a sip first. Then you can think about it more carefully. Ah, finished.
Uống như uống sữa vậy.
Yummy! Both sweet and sour.
Quả đằng sau nhảy. Ủa. Ủa. Ủa, solo hip hop à? Ai à? Ai à? Sao lại ba lê rồi? Ui dồi ôi. Ai à? Được quá nhờ.
If Clee drank this while eating grilled fish, I could definitely gobble down two. But one drink isn't enough. Clee wants to try a drink that tastes like cake. Clee doesn't know what drink. 3 square meals? Clee often eats 5 meals. Adventuring takes a lot of energy, and if I eat too much at once, I can't run so well. So, it's that Albedo used to prepare all Clee's meals, and my lunchbox was always arranged so neatly. When Albedo's busy at Dragonspine, Kaya's camp is usually the neatest, while Amber sometimes camps in the trees. It's so much fun. When my mom comes back, there'll be even more yummy food to eat. There's this one dish where she takes loads of different fish and makes them into little pudding cubes. Her Chocogo Crunchy slices are fantastic too. It's her newest creation made with chocolate and cookies. They're a little bitter. Whenever I eat them, I feel Yeah, when Clee gets back home, Clee used to eat cake after dinner. But Master Jean said it's too sugary, so Mom got some advice for nuts don't have much flavor. It's this stuff? Mom taught me how to make a dash of sugar, then a lot more sugar, then some flowers from Mom's friend. Put everything together on the alchemy table, wish for the shape you want, then recite Mom's incantation. Clee can give you some Dodoko candy too if you want. And that way, you can make your own candy whenever you want. If you get stuck, remember to come ask Clee. When it comes to magical candy, I'm an expert. Yeah, Mom gave me an amazing book recently. She said I have to read one chapter every. That book taught Clee how to make something called propellant. Now Jumping Dumpty can go and bounce even higher. It's not hard at all. In fact, it's a lot like making bombs. You just have to be bedtime's an important part of Clee's schedule too. She has a lamp made of gemstones, and when she turns it on, it goes kabling and lights up. Yeah, when something happens in the story, the lights. Sometimes Mom falls asleep before the story ends, so Clee has to tuck her in instead. As soon as Clee learns how to use the lamp, I can come tell you stories, Miss Honorary Knight. Clee has memorized so many wonderful stories, enough to make everyone happy every day.
still wants to eat sweet things, like cake. Oh, right! That friend of Mom's who's always wearing glasses gave her a big bag. Klee ate a whole bunch of those, and they were super sweet. But Master Jean said, so if Klee really has to eat nuts, maybe... Yeah, that was Klee's looking forward to finding out how tasty your next concoction.
Ta-da! It's done!
Wow! There's Dodoko candy on top! There's so much orange in this cup! And Dodoko looks like he's lying on top of white fluffy clouds! And the weather inside looks much better, too. Yummy! It's so delicious! Klee has to drink slowly. I can't just miss Honorary Night. This is amazing! It's like you mixed sunshine with dew. Klee was so tired from playing, but now... Oh, you're the best, Miss Honorary Night. Really? Let me... When the weather's nice, and when Dodoko sings, Klee wants to sing too. So, let's call it Dodoko's Duet. Thank you! And thanks for making such a yummy drink for Klee. Klee's gonna go tell Mom that the best drink in Mondstadt right now is Dodoko's Duet. Klee's gonna write down Mom's incantation. Then you should learn magic too. See you next time.
So Hertha's even roped our honorary knight into helping with this. Now that I'm finally free to relax, it's time to start doing just that. Can't wait to see your skills in action. Give me something that goes well with casual conversation, but still packs a punch. Of course they don't clash. A drink that packs a punch means you have to drink it slowly. And if you want to chat, then it has to go down smooth. So, something with a sweet aftertaste. The most suitable choice on this menu would be the Thorny Lake. It's a drink with a real kick that you can find in almost every... It's not enough to know the recipe, though. The key is in the mixing. Some bartenders choose to stick to the tried and tested basics, while others like to... That's the spirit! Now, show me what you've got.
Này hơi nữ quá nhỉ. Nó lát chanh đi.
Grandmaster,
Well, the color and aroma are certainly on point. Not bad. You haven't overdone or skimped on any single ingredient. Though, unfortunately, it's a little too, polite for my tastes. Perhaps I should have said modest. You followed the formula to a T, but if anything, you've played it a little too safe. Were you worried that deviating just a little might disappoint me? Hey, we fought side by side and dealt with things that even gods were loath to meddle with. That said, if you ask me, you can ditch the nerves and work your mixologist magic. I'm looking for something that mull it over. There's no rush. We can chat. Ha! I like your style. Speaking of this garden, it brings back memories of something that happened when I was young. I like to find ruined guards to test my fighting skills, both armed and unarmed. Once, I failed to take down a stray missile, and it ended up destroying a watchtower on the city walls.
Báo trưởng à?
As punishment, I had to run 50 laps around the city, repair the watchtower, and help rebuild the shattered walls in this garden. Indeed, among the misadventures of my youth, this is one of the most memorable ones. Mostly because that day, Krepus saw me. He took 2 bottles of 100-year-old wine and sent D-Luke, who looked even younger than Mika does today, to work out a clever way to get rid of Faru. It was so hot that day, I could swear I was about to pass out. On a whim, I picked some mint leaves. After Krepus tried it too, he was full of praise. His customers loved it. Several summers passed, and Krepus kept writing letters about giving me a share of the profits, as though I could possibly accept. Yes, Faru retired years ago, but he still gives me a stern... He's a stubborn one. D-Luke, who replaced him, and then Kaya, who took over later, both performed impeccably. When I get the chance, I'll have Kaya show him... Well, let me think. I guess you could say it lacks impact. Sometimes, deliberately creating layers between spirits. In this regard, too, you've taken quite a tentative approach. Why not be a little bolder? Ha ha ha. You can't...
Ủa, chơi quả cốc.
Pretty awesome,
nồi thế.
It's like a hammerhead that you can fill with wine. It was a gift. Hoffman came up with the idea, Charles supplied the design, Wagner helped cast it. And they've been waiting to have a good drink with me. And this is my crucial weapon to aid me in a fair duel with them all. I'm the Grand Master, after all. I've been drinking a lot longer than them. So it's only fair to my subordinates that I drink a teensy bit more per round. Wouldn't you agree? Of course, some of them have been training as long as I have. And those take Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5, for example. Both were skilled warriors who helped me deal with Eric back in the day. At today's after-work cooldown, they insisted on trying to keep pace. In the end, they lost our game of darts and ended up past. I've already told Jean that I won't be approving their leave request for tomorrow. No.
Má nó. Quả này báo quá.
It's a treasured place that the Knights of Favonius have maintained for years. So, I heard that while the expedition was underway, you were a great help in giving those left behind. Sometimes, I look through the photos I've been given from those events. My conclusion is that Mondstadt needs to... If I were in charge of organizing events? Well, for example, we could go all in on this drink stand and open it to the whole city. With every... It's only a thought. Can't let things get too out of... If I were to actually throw a grand banquet, Jean would come after me with her sword drawn. Even Frederica would launch a punitive expedition. While in Notcry, we had a rule that knights must never get drunk while at their posts. Otherwise, it could lead to dereliction of duty, with serious consequence. Exactly. As expedition members return to their companies, my hope is that this, just like Firewater and Smedina, these Notcry delicacies have made their way into Mondstadt's house. Young people need to learn restraint. At the end of the day, no one should be biting off more than they can chew. Unless it's someone near my level, they shouldn't even be thinking about enjoying a light buzz. You should come practice with me on... Huh? Oh, feel free. Whatever you're about to do, I've got a feeling.
Nhìn nó kịch cỡ vãi nổi. Trang trí cái gì nó cũng kịch cỡ mất.
Here you go, Grandmaster. A cocktail just for you. I get...
Such a spirited drink. How did you make this? Perfection. It's clear that once you let go of your inhibition, that first hint of mint is like a cooling feint that masks. By the time the sweetness dissipates, the firewater has already slipped in behind your guard, ready to deliver a powerful strike of intense flavor. Oh, that's the most ingenious part. Firewater's greatest flaw is a lack of aftertaste, but the Smelana perfectly maintains the flavor at the peak of its intensity. It's hard to imagine something this good was created by a mixologist who doesn't even drink firewater. I think it has the potential to become a firm favorite in Mondstadt and Nodcry. Iron Wolf. Oh, perfect. It's elegant, yet wild. Only you could come up with such a fit. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we name our Knights of Favonius' drink stand after you? No time to waste. I'll go have a word with Glenfiddich right away.
Nhưng mà pha chán lắm rồi, cho nghỉ được không? Pha hình như mới cho 7-8 người gì đấy thôi mà oải lắm rồi.
Traveler. All wrapped up for the day? Paimon hears you did a great job holding down the fort while she was out delivering drinks with Glenfiddich.
Whatever the reason, the honorary knight is clearly one of the most talented. Considering how short a time she's been doing this, I believe that someday she has the
I fully support your decision, Grandmaster. The honorary knight has The drink stand will remain open for a little while longer to provide a proper welcome to our
Hooray! Everyone in the night.
Nothing short of what I'd expect from a true disciple of Hertha. You've really.
Also, if I may, honorary knight, regarding the special cocktails you've developed, would you mind leaving the recipes with us? We'd like to add them to the official menu.
Paimon feels like there's something you still based on your personality. That way, customers will know who inspired you to create these amazing drinks.
No problem at all. If you need, I can even have someone draft the paperwork on your behalf to...
I hope when we recruit some new bartenders, even if they can't quite match your work, if they could be 2/3 as good, that would still...
Ai, cuối cùng cũng xong. Này xong hết rồi nhá. Có mỗi cái này. Bao lâu nhỉ? 3 ngày. Thôi cái này còn tận 3 ngày cơ mà. Để mai đi. Ai, cả đuối lắm rồi.
Thank you for complete.